got wildest place you hooked up in. I'm not gonna lie. I might have a second one. Do I have a second one? I don't have a second one. I thought I had a second one. I was wrong. Yeah. All right, bet. We finna run that.
Wildest place. Where is the wildest place that someone's asked you to hook up at?
Right next to my parents. Actually, a parking lot of a church on a military base.
I suck his right now.
Where's the craziest place that you hooked up at?
That I flipped up at?
Hooked up at?
Oh, airplane.
On the airplane?
Yeah.
You hit Mile High Club?
What?
You did the Mile High Club. Like, you checked that off?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was this like private or like
Mile
commercial?
High Club
on
is
the
crazy, is it not? I mean, aside from the fact that obviously you're not supposed to do it. Like, how did she manage to put it? She had to be flying like Spirit or something. Because there's just no way. There's no way a normal person on a normal, like American Airlines, you could never get that off. Impossible. You'd be in jail right now.
Commercial.
Was it a red eye? Like a late ass flight?
Yeah. Yeah.
She got the strategy down pat. Okay.
Game recognized game.
Where is the wildest place that someone's asked you to hook up at?
Oh.
I got one. Right next to my parents. Huh? Yeah,
Next to the parents is crazy.
I know.
Did you at least think about it?
I did it.
Did it? Oh, you did it.
I did it.
And your parents like didn't care?
They didn't know.
How did they know?
Do we need to do we actually need to explain how out of pocket that is, or do we just all understand? Right beside the parents, not in the house while the parent, like, it's one thing to do it in the parents' house, right? You probably shouldn't, but especially if you don't have the okay from your dad or whatever, or your mom. But if you take it a step further, right? You take it a step further. They're home, right? They're home. They're present. They're in your life, in the moment. And beside them, she said no. He said, come on, it's gonna be exciting. She said, fine, but be quiet. She's freaky.
Not know if you're right next to them. They must have been drunk or not paying attention.
They were watching TV. Okay, got the
That must
hotel.
have been mad
The
quiet.
game was on, okay?
Yeah, the game.
That must have been a good ass game. Or she must have been hella quiet.
Yeah,
We got two beds.
Give me a play by play.
We're in a hotel room, okay?
Okay.
We got two beds.
Uh-huh.
And we got that nightstand in the middle.
Uh-huh.
My parents.
Uh-huh.
Me.
Under the cover.
We're not.
They knew.
That's all
They
we're
knew.
gonna say.
They're just like, at least she's here and she's protected.
That's all we're gonna
That's
say.
what they was thinking. They saw that shit. All right. What was you?
In a giant freezer at my place of work.
Ow. In a freezer?
Yeah.
That's not crazy. That's actually not crazy. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. You said boundaries? Facts. I'm not gonna lie. That's not the craziest thing I've ever heard. I knew somebody, right, who shall not be named. He's a great friend of mine. He told me he not only was he at the time, this was a fast food chain. He said, not only am I going to be the first one like on shift to hit something in the store, he said, I'm doing it in as many places in the store as humanly possible. And I was like, you're bugging. But at the same time, I was intrigued because I was like, that's interesting. That's exciting. And the odds of you getting caught, depending on the camera angles, right? Because those matter too, is concerning. So I'm thinking about it. I was like, nah. I was like, no balls, you won't. Because obviously, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I hope he doesn't get caught. But in the front of my mind, I'm like, he's not really gonna do this. He's not about it for real. He was indeed about it for real. Bro, he didn't show me footage. But he was like, prep counter. he pointed out 2 separate tables in the dining room. He said, of course the bathroom, you know that. And then he said the manager's office. I said, say you swear. He said, bro. He said, bro, I got tape. You want to see? I said, no, I really don't. And he said, it's okay. I'm gonna let you see thumbnails. He wasn't capping. He was serious. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't even a little bit impressed. I was a little bit impressed because he pulled it off. But it was like, dude, if you can get away with that, imagine what else he could actually do if he used those powers for the sake of something other than that. I was about to say for the powers of good, but I was like, nah. You said risky while I would never eat there, no disrespect. No, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna lie. Most of these fast food places be dirty. Like, unless the store is new, I automatically assume that there's a certain level of not cleanliness there. I don't care what sanitation scores say. Now, if there's a sanitation score that's like under, if you got a B, I'm probably not going to eat there. But there's also, like, after seeing like what the people that do the actual sanitation scores, like what they actually do when they give it, like it's very easy to not pass or to just lose points on something. Like if you have, because we used to have these buckets, like these it's like quantitary sanitizer. If the temperature is not on what you call it? Oh, Flair, I'm on both. I'm on YouTube and Twitch right now. Yeah. So it's a quantitary sanitizer. It's like this specific cleaning product mixed with water, but it's a specific percentage you have to have. If it's over or under, you lose points. If it hasn't been switched out in a certain period of time, you also lose points. If you're still in that allotted amount of time, but the temperature of the water of the solution isn't where it's supposed to be, you also lose points. And it's like little stuff like that. If you sit there and you leave the freezer door open, say, or the fridge open, because it's like 34 to 38 degrees, I think is the safe zone. And like if you touch 40 at all, like you bomb that part and they'll shut you down. Like it's just mad little stuff where it's very easy to lose points. But in the food service industry, I by large don't trust a lot of it. Especially depending on what type of workers they have there. Because the manager that they have on duty, like what the manager looks like their cleanliness, like do they got a haircut, do they got the hair did if it's a girl, like all that sort of stuff, that all goes into account when I'm thinking of like what I'm about to do. Or like as far as like eating there. But otherwise, there's a lot of finicky stuff that goes into it as well. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Even get hard in the freezer. That shit don't.
I don't know. He wanted me to go.
It's extreme. Like, what's the craziest place that you already have hooked up with somebody?
Papago Park.
Papago.
Oh. Yeah, with my boyfriend.
That's not. Is it wild? Granted, all of these have been wild so far, but at the same time, that's the most tame one, I think, because the other one was what? Food service. Beside your parents while the game was on. I don't remember what the other one was. But yeah, this has been the most tame one. This is, I think, when most people think of like getting freaky in places you shouldn't be getting freaky, they think of a public park, or maybe like a dressing room at like a shop or something. Yeah, nothing tops next to the parents. No, logic, you're right.
With your boyfriend?
Yeah.
That's
Was it like in the car or in like the grass, like on the grass? Like,
No, just out in the open.
out in the open.
Yeah.
You guys are bold.
Yeah, we're gold.
What's good with you guys? Just want to say this real quick. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitch, ISW TV. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. WSG forever. Let's get back to the video.
Where's the wild place that you
Facts.
have? Like you already knocked that off.
Literally, I'm so boring. The most wild place I've had, like in my car. I don't know, like so
It
boring.
was like a parking lot or like. Just
Okay, I was wrong. The car is the most tame place. The car is the most tame place. You could technically get charged for doing it in your car though, which is understandable unless you got like blacked out windows. I feel like it's a bit much, but I feel like you should just like, park somewhere inconspicuous. I don't fault anybody for doing it in the car because it's like your personal property. Like that's your little social box zone area. I feel. Don't do it in somebody else's car though. I know somebody that did that. And bro didn't know. So he had to confess it. He had to confess his sins to the person whose car he did it in. Can't black out windows in Utah. Do they actually police it? Because technically you're not supposed to get it in like Charlotte and whatnot. Like in North Carolina, it's not supposed to be under 35%. It might be 30%. It's 30 or 35%. But you're not supposed to have it underneath that. But the like state troopers, sheriff's departments, autos, like none of them actually like police it. Now you're definitely more likely, like if you got a black car and you black out your windows, you're definitely more likely to get pulled over. But that's more so because you look suspicious and less because your windows are dark. Like they'll make you roll those windows down and they'll like do whatever. Me personally, I don't have that problem. I don't associate myself with those spaces, but I have heard a few stories, and yeah, no. I leave that to the professionals because they are not
Actually,
I.
a
We are
parking
not
lot of a
synonymous with one
church
another.
on a military base.
I don't understand how we got
Whoa. That just processed in my head. She said,
Actually, a parking lot of a church on a military base.
no. I changed my mind. You say yes, had a coworker that tinted them, fixed it, ticket, so he registers out in Nevada. Okay. Makes sense. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. In a church parking lot at a military base, she got it. Cause like parents is up here. You should not be doing that with your parents in the room, literally within 10 seconds of you. Like if they turned and wanted to see what you were doing, you're within 5 seconds, probably 4 seconds of getting caught. But like this, I'm not gonna lie. This got it. In a church, you playing with God like that? You couldn't park in the parking lot next to the church. You had to do it in the church park. It was, I'm not gonna lie, she better say it. She better admit that like it was crazy. He must have been laying down something vicious to make her even consider that. Cause that's no. Absolutely not.
I don't understand how we got here.
Y'all supposed to be protecting and serving. Y'all over here
That's her dad in the car, the military base.
in the car on the military base. They over here doing PT. Y'all doing your own type of PT type shit in the car. Word, okay. I'm going to Japan. Hold on. We booking a ticket to Okinawa.
Konnichiwa.
All right, look.
Yes.
What's your name again?
Jessica.
For the people. So Jessica.
Oh, she's sauced. She's sauced off the hand placement alone, right? That's not the, you're getting close to the danger zone right there. But clearly, since she was the person that initiated the all on him contact, she has a ring on. Which one's wedding hand? Left is wedding hand, right? I've obviously never clearly been married. Right is like right is like fiance type thing, like after proposal. Left is marriage, right? Or am I tripping? I'm pretty sure left is marriage. I hope she's not married. That would suck. That would be bad. That would actually be like low-key terror. That would be terrible. That'd be terrible. Parking lot can only be taught by it being in said church. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If she says she did it in the church, that's the only, like, in a church is the craziest place you can ever do that sort of thing. Like, granted, you know, as they say, all sins are equal. We as human beings have our own, you know, reasonable logic, and we feel like if you were to, I don't know, if you borrowed somebody's $5 in a church and never gave it back, technically you stole the $5 because you were supposed to give it back. But that's not nearly as bad as, you know, committing arson inside of a church or getting freaky inside of a church. In my, you know, random guy opinion, you know, you can take it up with whoever you want to take it up with. I just respectfully say that's the case, you know. That's cup of tea, my cup of tea.
Where's the craziest place that yes.
Are you sure? That's what you was gonna ask me.
Yes.
In a nigga grandma living room, he was eating my pussy while she was in there cooking.
Playing a very dangerous game.
So he getting 2 meals.
You ain't need to say that, gang. You ain't need to say that. What? What are we talking about? Bro said in his grandma living room, he was eating while grandma was cooking. I'll say it again because I really don't want to buy it, but I'm hearing what is said and I have to understand. In grandma's living room, he brought a girl over to his grandma's. His grandma said, "Oh baby, I'm gonna cook y'all something up in the kitchen. Hang on 1 second. Y'all just play nice." And they certainly played nice. Dare I say they played kind of dirty actually, egregiously so. Bro sat there and while she was in there cooking. At grandma, I've heard people that do it at like their aunties or their grandma's house, but not while they there. Like this is, I'm out here power scaling the wildest place you've hooked up. Scaling this is crazy. If I put this in a tier list, she's. This isn't bad. This isn't worse than the parents. It go church parking lot, parents. This because grandma wasn't in the room. They're wrong, right? Absolutely. Feel bad for grandma? Exactly. They're wrong, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. I wonder if grandma was in on it. You think grandma was in on it? There's no way I'm pulling up to my grandma's house in the living room. Like you didn't even go in the bathroom. You said he was eating it. Just to eat his my gang gonna say, so he got 2 meals. Dude, stop.
She's doing good.
What?
Wow, yeah, real good.
Wow. 2 dinners is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. And grandma, she ain't know at all.
I was quiet. He held my mouth. He's like, I was like,
Where's your craziest place that you haven't yet? Like you want to hook up, but you haven't yet?
on the beach.
On the
I
beach?
wanna f a nigga in the water.
In the water?
On the beach. Like,
What?
like, you know, like, you know, I want
Have you
to suck
done-
that dick in the water.
No, all right, yeah, she's sauced. She's so clearly sauced. Like this is the type of person where like they might look nice, however they're dressed or like whatever they got going on, but you know better than to get into a certain scenario with them because the getting the green light from them is questionable to do. Like she's clearly going in this moment, right? The way she's been looking at him, the way she's been all over him. Like his hand has not slipped lower. He hasn't like his hand has been right there at the waist the entire time, but she's been like all over him. Like not necessarily falling all over him, but like she's having a time of her life. She might be crossfaded, but she's just having a ball right now. But those type of people, you don't want to also engage in those activities. At least not that night, right? Get a phone number? Cool. Get an IG? Cool. Set up a link at a later date? Cool. She may not remember setting up the link, right? But I feel like a phone number is like the highest you go because she just sat there and said, at the beach isn't crazy. At the beach isn't crazy. But in the water, have you ever peed in the water at the beach? It burns. Now that I think about it, like for girls, like do y'all like does it burn to be in the water? Because like for guys, we have to pee for it to burn, right? And it doesn't stop because obviously the water is salinated. It has salt in it. So it burns when it goes up the tube. But like for girls, like y'all are like more exposed. And with the way swimsuits are set up lately, and just in all of recent memory, it's like there's just no protective barrier, and they get skimpier, they get skinnier, and they get made of worse fabric, and they still charge the same price. So they really robbing everybody, and it's really just underwear. But does the salt not burn? I feel like the salt should burn, or like be uncomfortable maybe. And you're gonna sit there, Yeah, she's off a rocker because there's no way she should be sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, I'm crushing in the water." Crushing in salt water is insane, bro. You said pray to God she ain't married. That's what I'm saying because there's no way. There's no way you're talking like this out. Nah, there's no way she is. That ring is for sure. That ring is for sure. I'm calling it. That ring is for sure because throughout this entire conversation, not once has she sat there and said she wants to go. For example, with this question, she didn't say that she wanted to go and do it with her guy. She said a guy. She didn't say her guy. She said a guy. Therefore, we would likely, and fingers crossed, believe there is no guy. Currently, at least. Currently, we could be
underwater,
wrong. We could be
like no scuba gear, just
Dead. I'm finna drown. That's what I want to do.
okay. We might need to take a trip to the beach. we might need to take a trip to the beach.
I need it!
Where's the wildest place
Nah,
that
that's
you
terrible.
want to
That's
hook
terrible.
up
That's
but you haven't
terrible.
yet?
The caves on the beach in Okinawa.
That sounds fire. That sounds fire. I ain't gonna lie.
I was gonna
We
say
grew up there.
Yeah, we grew up in Okinawa, Japan.
Oh,
I was gonna say
really?
on the beach because I never had on the beach.
Wait, you guys are Japanese? Are you guys Japanese or no?
She is. I'm not.
My dad was in the military.
Family.
Now, is it one in private beaches or you feel a little bold?
I'm not bold.
You know?
No.
Okay, private beach type shit.
Yeah.
Like a
Oh yeah,
bucket list place
that was
you wanna
car.
hook
That
up.
was the one that said the car. I'm not gonna lie. In the caves on the beach sounds kind of tough. If you have to do it somewhere, I feel like it should be a private, more secluded area. But like if it has to still technically be like out in the public where you technically shouldn't do it, I feel like the caves got to be hard. I feel like the caves got to be hard because I feel like I don't know, the ambiance must hit different. Like what if the water like not glows? Maybe it doesn't glow, but like what if it just like I don't know. I'm thinking of like when you watch those movies and like they're in the cave like exploring or whatever, and the water is like kind of bioluminescent. Like there's some areas I can't remember like what type of algae it is. It's like it might be like phytoplankton or something, but like it at night you can literally see it glowing because in the water it has to stay up at the surface because obviously it needs sunlight and whatnot. But it's bioluminescent, so it glows on its own, kind of like an anglerfish, like the thing that dangles. And it glows like green or like aquamarine type bluish green, like turquoise. So I'm not gonna lie, that like in the water while in a cave, that might low key be a vibe. They might have just put me on. Not that I'll ever actually have the opportunity to do that, but might have put me on game. I'm not
What's
gonna
somebody
lie.
at?
Disneyland.
On the ride?
Yeah.
That's a new one. So,
Hold up.
hypothetically,
No.
if y'all
What did she
wanted
just
to, how
say?
many
What did she just say? I'm tripping.
Disneyland. Yeah.
like a bucket list place that you want to hook up with somebody at?
Oh, bucket list. All
Disneyland.
right. She's out of pocket. Cause why Disneyland? But I thought she said she did it in Disneyland on a ride. I was about to say, what ride could you have possibly done it on? Disneyland don't play, sweetie. Disneyland don't play. How
On
would
the
you pull
ride?
that off?
Yeah.
That's a new one. So, hypothetically, if y'all wanted to, how many buys do you think you could get in a day?
One. As much as I wanted.
As much as you want? Like, let's say you wanted to. You get like 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're confident in that?
Yes.
Would you be down to test it?
No.
Like,
Oh.
ask the guy, like, hey, would you hook up, see if he say yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
You go at bro.
Yo, I love the way that he just drags people in. What what is this? All right, hold on. Time out. First of all, I love how immediately her first response was 1. Self-respect, right? The other one, as many as you want. I don't know if that holds true, but she's not ugly. So I think when he said 3 probably hit the nail on the head. Hopefully, she didn't mean that in the way of like, the Bonnie Blue. Hopefully not. But I got some choice words for this, because what the fuck? What did your barber do? They're not even like, his dreads are boneless.
All right. Ask him.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm Paisley. Nice
I'm
to
Colin.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, if she asked you to hook up, would you say yes?
No,
No?
no. Like it just depends on her vibe. Really depends.
Huh?
It really depends.
I'm not thirsty. I'm not no thirsty ass nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
2024, that's what we need. That's what
Are you used to guys saying? He was very confident that they was gonna say yes. Oh. Are you used to guys being thirsty?
Not you in particular, but just.
Okay.
I mean, I have confidence, but I respect your response.
Okay. What would you rate her? Can I get a spin? Can I get a spin?
Yo, little booties matter, you know?
I'll give you like a 7.
7.
7? Yeah, a 7.
Saw it coming. Saw it coming. I'm not gonna lie. I love that response over here. It's not every day you get. They must be like in their right state of mind. You feel me? They must be dead centered, properly balanced, in their right state of mind. Because they took that. She took that with grace. Usually you hear that question and the person says, "Oh nah, that's just not for me." And then they just, "Oh, you don't want all this, da da da," and it's like a whole lot of yelling or just obnoxiousness. But she took that with grace. I respect that. And then her friend really was the picture of respectability right there. I'm not gonna lie, shaking his hand and everything. I'm still getting on this haircut though. What the, yo? What is even this? Because his parts aren't even fresh. His parts aren't even fresh, so his shit boneless. I thought it was like a Caesar, but it looks like there's an attempt at a fade. But there's not enough there to like justify that. He don't got a mustache, but he got a goatee. Maybe he just can't grow a mustache. I'll let that live, right? Because that just happens. His elbows, can y'all? Yeah, y'all can see that. Y'all can see that. His elbows ashy as hell. The fit's okay. The fit's okay. You know, just Nike dry fit shirt. You feel me? Some jeans. Nothing wrong with that. But this is what I take exception to. Cause what made him go? What do you go to the barber and say? That's not even a front taper. That's like he got a forehead, then he got 4 fingers back, just cut. He got the upper Caesar with a mid fade and dreads on top. Where is he that this is the first person that I've ever seen in my life with a haircut like this. This is crazy. This should not exist.
What's a 10?
I say perfect. I don't think nobody's perfect.
No. You got it. What do you rate yourself?
What would I rate myself? 7 or 6.5 on a good day. I'm just humble.
He's a humble guy, you know? Not crazy.
Factuals.
Not crazy.
Factuals.
Do you think that 7 was fair?
No, I know. I think she's 10.
You think 10?
See, yeah.
Delusional.
When you're dating a guy,
She almost she was right there. She almost got full marks on the test. Again, her friend isn't ugly, but just like the homeboy said, nobody's a perfect 10. Nobody's perfect. There's always room for improvement. But sitting there and just going like, oh no, the 7 isn't justified. She's definitely a 10. Kind of crazy, no? Maybe I'm tweaking. My eyes just focused on the screen. I like what I see. Respect.
does he have to be 6 foot tall for you to give him a chance?
6'2" plus only, baby.
6'2" plus only?
I'm a 5'5" girl that likes to dress up. I like to wear heels, so you gotta be 6'2" at least.
So so it's only because you want to dress up and wear
Short kings.
You said short kings? Why?
Because short kings.
What they do to you?
Nothing. Because I don't with them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. She got to be sauce. There's no way this is a non-inebriated thought process to have. Why 6'2" specifically? Why 6'2"? She says she's 5'5". Dang, is she 5? She must have heels on because I know he's like 5'6", 5'7". And she low key looks a little bit taller than him. In fact, you said, damn, me or like 5'7" disrespected. Like, why she got to say F short kings? I looked at the screen. I said, you know what? She looks nice. That's a chill fit. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell if these are shorts or like a skirt or whatever. But like this, all black. That's a nice tattoo. You feel what I'm saying? She did her makeup all right. She got her nails done and whatnot. Chill little gold bracelet. Nothing wrong with that. But like, why? What she? Well, not me, but like, what she say F y'all for? She said under 6'2". So does that mean she considers anybody under 6'2"? Does she consider 6 foot short? That's my next question. Because where's the cutoff where you're like, oh yeah, F these people? Because what did they do? They didn't do it. Yeah. Cause I don't see it. I don't understand the math. The math isn't math.
That's actually crazy.
It's not crazy. It's the principle.
It's the principle.
The principle of what?
How stupid are you?
Do you have a man right now?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, man.
What do you do?
Gave up.
He gave up.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm done. I can't do this no more. You see, you're toxic, aren't you?
No, I just have an attitude.
What's the most toxic thing you did in a relationship?
Cheat.
That's probably why the nigga
What? Hold on. Come here close. What? She said, bro, she said, I'm not toxic. She said, F that man. What did that man do? He left. I thought she was about to say he cheated. I was ready to hop on the train. I was gonna be like, dang, maybe that's why she hates short kings, because he cheated and he was short. So by proxy, she's just mad about the experience. No, she cheated. That's probably why he left. That's the exact reason why he left. Most of my family stands at 5'10" or above. She admitted to cheating. Why would people think that's okay? Exactly. That's what she has to be tipsy. She has to be tipsy. I refuse to believe this is her sober state of mind. Like, if you met her in a coffee shop, if you met her in a Starbucks at 11:30 in the morning, getting her bagel and her caramel mocha, what is it? Caramel cookie, what is it? Mocha cookie crumble or caramel drizzle, whatever it is. Getting one of those. I refuse. This is like her normal, her regular. Like this is not medium. That don't make sense to me. What? Dude.
You guys make me sick to my stomachs, fam.
What would you rate me 1 to 10?
1 to 10. I like your vibes. I like your personality. I feel like you're an 8.
8?
You have good energy. Yeah. I fuck you.
What? You gotta tell the people. What'd you say?
Fucking 10, bro. I suck his dick. I suck his dick right now.
Whoa!
Dick already?
Really?
She'll suck his dick right now.
Pull that shit out right now.
Hey. It took a lot of composure for him to sit there and not react to that at all. I respect it. He's definitely about to sit here and say, cut the cameras or something to that effect. But she's also clearly not she's clearly tipsy. She gotta be. That's not normal speech for somebody as well put together as her. Cause let me go back. Hold on.
Shit out right now.
Oh wait, I thought she had more. I thought she had like a fit. I just saw black and I just assumed it was a fit. I'm not gonna lie, I gave her the benefit of the doubt. But at this rate, I just feel like, no, that's just crazy. No, that's kind of crazy. Love the energy. Love the vibe. I need your phone number after that. We'll converse tomorrow morning. We'll go get brunch. And get mimosas at brunch. See how you're feeling then. See if you know. If you stick to your word. If you can do that, you got it. You said now they had a busy street with a possible party. They got to be slightly drunk. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to be. If this was a mall interview, I would probably be like more concerned, because like you can't. It's not really common to like go out at the mall in the middle of the day and drink. I mean, if you get Uber there tipsy, you're kind of. I'm not gonna say you're weird, but like you're irregular. You know what I'm saying? You're irregular. But like, nah, this energy, love the vibe. And I know he just wanted to, but gotta lock in, you know what I'm saying? Gotta lock in.
Cut the camera, we're gonna work.
These bitches want dick in their mouth.